Welcome to the third week of Rise Up. This week, we are focusing on the rainbow dragon, this ephemeral, whimsical energy that blesses us on occasion when we need that little sprinkle. And to be honest, the rainbow dragon is a little bit hard to bring in and be like, okay, we need you now. Rainbow dragon's like, oh, really? Oh, you think? And so I'm just coming into this space with full trust. The rainbow dragon is actually the first dragon that I resonated with on my journey. I saw myself as a rainbow dragon when I first started working with the frequencies that were sort of spontaneously awakening in my DNA. And so I was just like, oh, I must be a rainbow dragon. And then I kind of was like, yes, I'm a rainbow dragon. And then the dragons were like, actually, you just are a keeper of dragon frequencies. We're going to teach you how to use all of these, and you're going to move through relationships with different dragons, and some will stick around, some will be, ephemeral, some you will really deepen in with. And so really the three dragons that I have been introducing you to during these sessions are the ones that I have probably the most deepening with, and have been able to embody the frequencies that they have shared with me so that I can really come into service on behalf of them. And the rainbow dragon is I just feel blessed when the rainbow dragon comes to serve. It's like when you see an actual rainbow in the sky, it's like, oh, like, really? Like me? I get to witness that. And it's so fleeting, and it's so ephemeral means that it doesn't, that you can't hold on to it. And so really just being in that state of awe and just that twinkle of delight when we move into this energy, I feel is going to serve us. So we've worked with the black dragon. And of course, this is all very okay, and then next, and then, right? And so it's really you getting to deepen in with these frequencies and however they're showing up that will continue this process. So, the black dragon really invited us to take a look at the density and the chains and to really just honor where we've come from and where our lineages come from. And it's really looking at the darkness. And then the golden dragon is inviting us to arrive, with all of this, with everything that we are, and say yes to the self-mastery path, say yes to weaving with the golden threads. And then the rainbow dragon is like, okay, now can we look at our light? Now can we look at our luminous essence and focus on that, right? Because that is also part of us. So I have been studying and reading the books of Alberto Villoldo for a really long time. I think about 10 years now, and just really reading the whole book and doing all the meditations and, just really, really, really deepening in. And he has a background in studying with the shamans of Peru, and he has been, honored with the gift of being able to share the wisdom of, the shamanic medicine to the Western world. And he talks so much about the luminous energy body, right? This beautiful being of light that we are, that we can connect to. And he also talks about the prophecies that the shamans have talked about for a long time about really evolving as a species into this luminous version, right? These lighter, brighter beings. And so right now we're Homo sapiens. And what he shares is that we will evolve into being Homo luminous. And I just think that is just such a beautiful, tangible trajectory to kind of focus my arrow when I think about who I can become and how I can utilize my own practices in order to lay down the path so that our species can evolve into these lighter, brighter, luminous beings in the future. And I see it. I see this future, and there's no time or space. So it's just another part of, the field of possibility where all beings are just lit up, truly. And in science, in quantum science, they are seeing that if you are in a completely pitch black chamber for a while, then you can begin to see the luminous qualities of you, of your human body, right? So we have light within us. And what the rainbow dragon is really inviting us to experience and contemplate really at first is that we are the light that gets to play and refract and turn into the rainbows and the magic and the wonder and the awe in this life. We are the light that shines through the waters and the crystals to create the dancing rainbows around us. And when I called in the rainbow dragon to guide me, like, that's what they showed me. They're just like, just be the light. And then I was like, well, how? And then we have to consider that we are also water beings, right? We are so much water. And so what the dragon shows me is that when we take the light that we're creating in every moment of every day, just by being these electrical beings, and then we push it through the water that surrounds us, then we can truly radiate in the magnificence of who we are, in the full spectrum of who we are. And so really tuning in to the element of water and deepening in with that so that you become this well-hydrated, juicy, drippy, glistening being. And then you have the light within to play with the water to become the rainbow being, right? To be really, truly become the evolutionary process of becoming the Homo luminous. And I also love, and have been, also inspired by the shamanic practices, love the chakra system, love that we actually have in our bodies this whole row of energetic centers that are the color of the rainbow. And to become a rainbow body is essentially to fully activate our energetic field and all of our centers to radiate at the color that they're meant to radiate, to move at the rate in which they're meant to move. And so that's what the dragon is also sharing. It's like, you're the rainbow dragon. You're the rainbow body. You're the luminous being who is going to dance and shine rainbows everywhere. It's you. And so, on the path with these three dragons, the shadow side of really claiming all the muck that the black dragon offers is so that when we move on the path of self-mastery with the golden dragon, we know what we get to clear, right? And as we walk on the path of self-mastery with the golden dragon, then we begin to align and cleanse and clear so that there's no muck. There are no chains. There's nobody holding us back, not even ourselves, because we have become our greatest ally on this journey of life. And that's when we get to really call upon our rainbow bodies and become these beautifully aligned crystalline beings, right? And then how do we shine? What color do we, emanate? What frequencies can we help people awaken in themselves? And I feel like it's really important to bring it into the body, right? When we have these imaginative journeys with the dragons, it can be way up here. Even just the idea of a rainbow feels very just like, wee, you know? But to really bring it into the body and say, this is in me. I am a multidimensional being. And I just happen to be here in the 3D having a physical experience, but it's actually me that gets to support the healing and the evolution. It's actually me that gets to become a frequency keeper, right? And like take from the imaginative journeys with dragons or fairies or mermaids or whatever, right? Ascended masters and light beings and whatever you work with, goddesses, just bring the frequencies in your body, kind of roll them around, right? Like you've got like something tasty in your mouth, but it's going through your whole being. And you're really allowing these frequencies to infuse into who you are. And then that's when the DNA wakes up. Oh, yeah, I am magical. Oh, yeah, I am the master of my reality. Oh, yeah, I can support the evolution of this planet. And that's when you get to like actually awaken the magic that is for you. So when I had space in my energy field to awaken the magic, right? When I really focused on my frequency and minding my frequency and cultivating higher vibrational frequencies in me, that's when spontaneously I was introduced to dragons. And I feel like when we clear the space and we're on the path, anything can spontaneously awaken within us. We don't have to be like, but I want the dragons, or I want this. Like, just lay yourself bare and expand into the infinite possibilities of the magic that you have literally in you now. And all we have to do is make space to allow it to awaken and move. And then we really do become the frequency keepers. And it's not like, oh, well, I have to go to Costa Rica or I have to go to Mount Shasta or I have to, have the experience with the black dragon actively to have this frequency. No, it's just already there. It's already awakened in your DNA and you can call upon it anytime and say, okay, I'm calling you in. I remember this frequency. Let's expand it and let it help me heal deeper, help me expand greater, help my heart become the greatest magnetic field of love that has ever been for me. So that's really what this rise up journey is, right? It's like, we've got this. And there's no timeline. There's no hustle. There's no, oh, I didn't do it right. None of that, because you are the unique facet of the spirit that gets to ignite and awaken. So I just wanted to share all of that with you because we've got this. I've got this. I can do this. I can devote myself to loving myself so fully that all there is love. I can devote myself to becoming the radiant rainbow body that I am. That's who you are. That's who we all are underneath all of our muck, right? So yes, let's just take a few moments and just breathe in and just let that all roll around for a minute. Connect with your body. We'll just take a few moments calling all parts of you together now. So there's a lot of movement energetically happening just in our little journeys with these dragons and beyond. And our bodies really need that space and time to calibrate. And so, really finding ways to anchor in, root in, ground in is so important. And so, just for a few minutes, I'd like to kind of guide us through just a kind of coming into the earth and grounding in. And this is really to support, like maybe you're feeling a little tingly, like whoa, 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 right? This is kind of to support that the earth, like our bodies, allowing the earth to take the overstimulation, the overwhelming energy, and bring it in and allow us to feel safe in our calibration, in our ability to receive and expand. So, sitting with a long, gentle spine, softening where you're able. Feel the base of your spine just really anchor down into the seat. Feel your glutes, your hips, your legs, your low back soften into this easy seat. Now, I want you to imagine, if it feels good for you, that the base of your spine begins to grow a beautiful dragon tail. And this dragon tail can be whatever you want it to be, but it is here to support you. And as it grows, it becomes a taproot for your body, your physical, emotional, energetic, mental, all of your body now is all being anchored into this beautiful dragon tail that continues to grow through the seat that you're sitting in, through the floor, gently meanders through the rich soil, the sand, the clay, the wet, fertile soil of the earth. It meanders freely. If there's a root or a rock, it just naturally moves around it and continues to deepen in, down, down, down into the earth. Feel your physical body feeling grounded and held by this dragon tail, by this root that is going down, down, down to the core of the earth. The core of the earth, magnetic, crystalline, fiery, cleansing, pure. And this tail easily and lovingly wraps around the core of the earth. And the core of the earth pulses around the root that holds you here. And the core of the earth asks permission to bring all of the energy that is not serving the capacity to expand and hold higher vibrational frequencies, to be sucked from your being down your beautiful dragon tail, to be transmuted by the pure core of this beautiful planet. Imagine this crystalline core starts sucking at the tip of your tail like a straw. and allow all of the energy that is not serving to be sucked from your being down through the rich soil and the rocks and all of the layers of this majestic and ancient planet, all the way to the core. And as this energy comes into the core, it just ignites it into pure love again. Pure potential for love. Allow the earth to take what does not serve you and transmute it back to pure love. Let it continue to cleanse your being. Breathing along. Notice if you've created any tension in your physical body, and invite a softening, a trust that Mama's gotcha. Mama is taking care of you. And Mama will happily transmute anything that you don't want to hold back to love. So taking a few more breaths, maybe really thinking about it coming down that tail, coming down and leaving your being. When you feel ready, invite your magical, grounding dragon tail to gently unfurl and unwrap itself from the core and begin to travel back through the earth, through all the layers, gracefully, easily meandering back up. And once again, you are here in your body, knowing you always have an energetic dragon tail to support you when you need that deep grounding and release. And just taking a little bit of physical movement, maybe some rolling, maybe some undulations, maybe some shaking. And we'll take some nice audible exhales. So nice deep inhale. And let it go. Just notice how you feel. Can you feel that you have more spaciousness in your physical and your mental and your emotional and your energetic being? Can you feel that by offering your body space, you now have the capacity to hold more light and to be able to refract that light into beautiful rainbows dancing around you? So important to have that awareness of creating that space so that the light can shine. Yeah. So we'll do a little bit of a journal prompt, and then we'll go into the dragon journey. And And drink some water if you have it or if you need to get some. So the journal prompt that I'd like you to consider is, when my body is spacious, to become this luminous version, right? To become this shining light. When my light moves through crystals and water, what colors, what blessings, what gifts am I offering? So what happens when my rainbows dance on the walls around me? What are they made of? What does it mean to be a rainbow body for me in this moment? So take whatever of that is resonating with you. Maybe it's not quite any of that, but just thinking about your light becoming the gift. And maybe it's just for you. Maybe you're just dancing with that and it's just for you. Or maybe you know that you have gifts to offer beyond you. So, what is your radiance sharing? What are the gifts of your radiance? There we go. What are the gifts of my radiance? I like that. Taking just another few moments to journal. Yeah. And this is what you're conscious of in this moment. And when we meet the rainbow dragon and have a little journey with this frequency, maybe you'll have more revealed. And once again, these journeys, they they can be with you forever. You can keep these frequencies and work with them and allow them to really serve you and use your imagination to have a really unique experience with these frequencies. And then they just are you and you get to carry them with you. So with that, I'd love to take you on a journey with the rainbow dragon. And I think I'll refer to her as she. And of course, gender is not real. So we'll just we'll just allow that to come through as it does. Um, so you're welcome to turn off your cameras. You're welcome to do whatever feels good in your body, in your breath throughout this. I will offer suggestions as it comes. And to start out, I invite you to really call in your soul entourage, right? Your benevolent beings that you work with, that you call upon, your sacred spirit guides, your highest self, your wise and well ancestors, whoever you're working with. I invite you to really tune in and ask them to be with you now on this journey. I call upon the exquisite and glimmering rainbow dragon to support us and bless us and carry us with grace on this journey. It's such an honor. And we will begin. Take a few breaths into your physical body, feeling at ease, feeling whatever emotions are moving through you in this moment. Notice where you can slow down and deepen in with the breath. And the rainbow dragon has a beautiful journey for us. So we are invited to see, sense, or feel this experience in whatever way we feel nourished to. But the rainbow dragon is inviting us to land energetically in this beautiful field. Tall grasses, colorful wildflowers. The sun is shining above us, and there's just space, radiance. The grasses and the flowers dance. It's a subtle breeze whips around us and travels in the expansive, open field. And we look around and just feel at peace. And then we notice this glistening, transparent form dancing in the sky, swirling around the flowers and the grasses and our body. And we notice as we begin to focus that this transparent being is made of the beautiful prism of light that is rainbow. And we can make out a head and a face and a twinkling eye and a beautiful long body How big is this rainbow dragon showing up for you? And just allow yourself to gaze upon or sense or feel this majestic, expansive, multidimensional creature. And as you focus on their eye, it beckons you to follow along on this journey, to really understand your luminous energy. So you get a little twinkle knowing that this rainbow dragon is smiling upon you, and it beckons you to follow as you walk along this beautiful field to a pool of water, quite deep, surrounded by a warm rock. And you come up onto this sturdy, warm rock, and you gaze down into the water, and it's just incredibly clear and fresh, as if it must be coming straight from the belly of the earth, with all of the pure nutrients, minerals, hydrogen, life that this element offers. This pool is completely safe. And the rainbow dragon dives in and looks up at you, and you dive in as well. Doesn't matter if you hold your breath or not. Just allow yourself to cascade into this water. Your eyes are open. You see beautiful dancing light under this water. And the rainbow dragon invites you to swim deeper and deeper, but it doesn't get darker. It's just light. And you notice now as you swim, just feeling so hydrated and cleansed and purified from this water, you notice a light coming from the side of the earth, an opening in the rock. And you swim toward the opening, and there's more light. And you begin swimming through this beautiful cavern underwater, surrounded with crystals. And they're not sharp or abrasive, they're smooth and beautiful. And there's plenty of space to extend your limbs as you swim and marvel at the beauty that you receive now. And you notice the rainbow dragon up ahead, continuing to swim, and this big cave begins to move upward. And so you swim, still underwater, but going back up, swimming and swimming, totally just enamored with all of the beautiful crystals that surround you in the clear, pure water. And finally, you begin to arrive at a slope of sand made of this crystal. And you begin to walk on this sand, emerging from the crystalline water. And you're in this beautiful chamber with glistening sand under your feet, spacious cavern with crystals all around. And then you look above, and there's a beautiful tunnel of light greeting the sun once more. And you stand under the radiance of the sun. Your body is wet. It drips and feels so juicy and alive and cleansed. And the rainbow dragon sort of lands on this glimmering sand and looks at you. And you notice that your body is becoming the light that you are seeing coming from this tunnel. Your body is becoming more transparent because there's less density. Through this cleansing process, through these waters and these crystals, these healing elements, you have all of this space, and you look down and you're almost this ephemeral being, but you feel okay. And you notice that in this transparency, you can clearly see the luminous light that makes up who you are. It's as if you kind of have to squint your eyes as you look at the luminosity of your incredible vessel. And you begin to slowly dance with your body, looking at your hand and your arm, looking at your waist and your legs. You begin to slowly twirl around, feeling the soft sand between your toes and under your feet. You begin to sway and dance. And breathe into the spaciousness of really embodying this cleansed, lighter, brighter version. And the rainbow dragon smiles at you as you dance. Maybe the rainbow dragon teaches you some ways to move your body that you have never done before. Maybe the rainbow dragon is swirling around you and you merge together as one. Just notice how you want to move in this space, reveling your beautiful radiant body, reveling at this cave full of clear crystal formations, gazing back at the water, at the shoreline of this space, feeling moist and alive. Breathe into it. Notice your deepening of the breath invites even more light to permeate from every cell of your being. Everything that makes you is radiating with shining light now. It's coming off your back, the palms of your hands, the top of your head, and it all begins to dance with your surroundings, with this dragon, with the light coming from above, with the light coming from the water behind or around you. And as you move and as you breathe, notice that the light that you create is interacting with these crystals and this water and this environment. And it's actually you, the perfect sacred geometry crystal of you that is now creating the rainbows that are reflecting in this space. Look around. Look at all of the colors that you create from your luminous essence, cleansed and well hydrated. You dance with this color. You dance with all of the unique ways that you are a gift to yourself and to the world. Dance with it. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Feel the delight of being so radiant. Yeah. Just notice how it feels to share your light with this space and to be witnessed by this very magical, benevolent creature, the rainbow dragon. Allow yourself to be witnessed by this high vibration. And now it's time to communicate with the dragon as you sway and give off rainbows. Maybe find that twinkling eye and have a conversation or ask a question and see what comes through, softening in to just allowing whatever is meant to be for you now. Taking another few moments to converse with this majestic frequency in this safe and magical space. Yeah. The rainbow dragon wants you to remember that anytime you feel dim or you feel like you can't find that light, you can call on this experience to ignite the light within. You working with this frequency, cultivate it in a unique way. The rainbow dragon invites us to leave this beautiful space and go back to that field. And so the dragon is first to lovingly, playfully dive back into the water, beckoning you to follow. And you dive back in, woo, once again cleansed by this clear, pure water full of all the nutrients that you need to truly be hydrated in your life. And you swim through this beautiful underwater, vast tunnel of crystalline love and beauty into the bigger pool of water. And you see the dragon above you as you swim up to the surface of this beautiful lagoon. And you come up for air, just feeling so spacious and radiant. And you just kind of easily levitate onto that beautiful rock that you dove from at the beginning. Just allow yourself to stand or lie on this rock for a few moments and feel the warmth of the rock. Feel the sun beating on your skin, allowing this element to cleanse you further and to infuse you with even more light. Now that you have all of that spaciousness for the light to penetrate through, taking a nice deep breath, feeling the warmth on your skin, feeling the water begin to absorb into your being. You're carrying this with you now, this sacred waters. And you gently saunter gracefully back into this open field, just gazing upon the beauty of this life, of your body, of these experiences that you welcome in. And the rainbow dragon swirls around you, smiling through the twinkle of its eye, and is gone. And you are invited now to gently come back into your physical body, saying goodbye to this magical space, which is always available to you. And you can design it however you want. Come back into your physical body. Feel yourself grounding through the root, gently lengthening through the spine, coming back to your breath, and taking any sort of movements that feel good. Yeah. Giving yourself a smile. Feeling everything that you're feeling now. Yeah. We'll come back together when you feel ready. Mm. Oh, the rainbow dragon. Oof. So, hi. Thank you all for going on that journey. That was like just so very clearly mapped out from the rainbow dragon when I asked her, what are we doing? She's like, oh, we're doing this. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. So I would just love to open it up for some sharing, like what does it feel like to really tap into this luminous energy body? And what happens when you get to dance with your light and become the rainbow and just yeah, what are you experiencing? I'd love to hear from you. If you want to share, if you don't, that's also totally fine.
I would like to share that I really got to experience my dragon body today with the meditation, and how fun that was. That was really just delightful. Um, yeah, it's just like I could feel a sense of my human body inside it, and then all the more movement possibilities that were available through the dragon being. And I love swimming in the dragon body. Oh, it's so fun. I'm not a very good swimmer in my human body, so it's really enjoyable to experience the ease of movement through the water with the dragons. And yeah, it was really sweet, really beautiful, and just like really get to expand the imagination and sense of what it's like to be surrounded by light and also be um, the source of the emanation and part of the beauty uh, that I was experiencing. Thank you so much.
I feel really buzzy and like so relaxed, but um and that was really neat. I when you we started and we went to the field, Ziggy immediately jumped in my lap and was like, "Ooh, I'm coming too," and and hung out with me the whole time and was just happy to be along for the ride. And yeah, that was so. It was like very almost giddy feeling. I that I felt her just really like very swirly and whirly and playful. And it was just lovely to be in that energy for a moment. And um, it was like being a little kid again almost. It was like, woo, every place we went, it's like, woo. And which was so lovely. And just, yeah, when we were in that cavernous space that you were describing, it was tourmaline and rutilated quartz for me. And I'm going to look that up and see what, because tourmaline was like, woo, really just bursting. So we'll see what that's about. I'm curious. But it was just really, yeah, I agree with Morgan, the being a part of the emanating was really like, oh, it just felt so giddy is what the word that keeps coming to my mind. So that was lovely to experience. And I'm so buzzy. Yeah. So thank you.
Hi. My apologies for being late. I'm already in another realm. Because I'm away. I don't know what day it is. I'm just getting into this new situation. I was doing Kundalini yoga and I'm like, oh yeah, things are good. Now I'm going to do this and this. I'm like, whoa, it's Thursday. So hello. So I can't wait. I jumped in at the end and I can't wait to watch the replay. And you guys, like, you really sold it too. You're like, I feel good. I feel buzzy. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And I love swimming. So I heard swimming. I touched the lake here. It's so cold, but I think I'm going to do it anyways because I just do things like that. So I'm going to swim in real life. I'm going to swim in that other life. And sorry for being late. And thank you.
Oh, good to see you, Kara. Yeah, Kara went up north in Canada, yeah?
Not yet. I'm in Michigan right now. I'm mid-Michigan, so I'm about here. If you know Michigan, this is Michigan, so here. And there's two big lakes. And so I'm spending a whole month in solitude here. It's so good. I've carried this whole place up. I've got all my things everywhere. It doesn't look like it did when I arrived, but it's all perfect for me. And it's like my living, learning, peaceful space. I'm like so pumped.
Oh, what a blessing.
And then to Canada. So, but that's a later thing. I'm here now. Yeah.
I'm just going to live vicariously through you, and having a whole month to myself would be literally a luxury.
I had to wait till my kids were all grown up, right? So I put in 21 years of no solitude. And now I'm like taking it. I'm just taking it. So
yes, it's all for you. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. There's so many ways to deepen in with the sacred waters, because that is really the conduit for our energetic bodies to be able to flow with these higher vibrational frequencies, right? So we need the water to flow. We need to be hydrated so that when we activate these higher vibrational frequencies in our beings, they have the water to support the flow to go all throughout our beings and really infuse us with that remembrance that we are sacred water, that we are high vibrational beings, that we are magical, that everything is possible, that we are incredibly powerful, right? So deepening in with however, like, just allow your intuition to guide the practice with water, and just really tuning deeply into that element is just going to serve so well on this journey of like expansive frequencies. And that's, that was my really missing piece for a while, was the water. I was doing a lot of energetic stuff. I was like, oh, I'm an energy body, high frequency. Yeah. And it was like, I wasn't hydrating properly and I didn't have a relationship with the hydration process. And so it was like, I was always dehydrated. I was like, right. And so now it's like, this energetic deepening and then like having some tools to support me. Right. It's like, oh, now it's like, I've got the juice to hold the frequencies. Right. Yeah, I mean, the water has all the information of the whole planet and of all time, right? All the water that is in the world has always been here. All the water in our bodies right now has always been here. Always. Like we are literally ancient wisdom. And when we can consciously interact with that, it's like, oh my goodness, that's fun.